Year comes to end as we reach its darkest days. Ash storms from wasteland take on frostier note, and one and all Night City is filled with joy. In combat zone, booster gangs can be seen throwing grenades laced with fireworks, giving colorful festive spirit to everyday turf wars. In Corpo Towers, exec rock grabby hats, delighting massive holiday bonus pilfered from Paul Walker in factory. Inexplicably, cinnamon-flavored kibble floods the aisles of the corner store. Sit down, avid listener, for Vox has a special tale to tell. Few years back, obscure soft drink company by name of Saka Cola. Yes, listener, strange subsidiary of Arasaka, split off decades ago and still operating inside city limits. Started campaign for upper crust of society. Idea was to combine gift-giving envoys, eliminating need for personal connection in busy life of the rich, and at the same time emulate aesthetics of old corporate mythos, that of big red man with white beard himself. This Santa was sent out delivering gifts on Christmas Eve. Saka Cola proudly touts truly uncanny resemblance to old billboards from over 60 years ago, complete with bellyful laugh. The gifts themselves could be anything. Though a fridge full of Saka Cola was on discount, and the trend took city like wildfire. Well, at least tiny segment of city that could afford it. Here, our tale takes on new layer. An urban legend drifting out of solo bars like Afterlife. That of the bounty hunter Saint Nick. Not his edge start out as nobody, but his dedication to the craft in combination with his spectacular end has cemented him in halls of fame for generations to follow. Nick was down on luck. Eddies dried out, little work available, so in brilliant stroke he specialized. Where others saw distractions in season, Nick saw opportunity. Over months, he made preparations, using lots of money to body sculpt himself into his namesake. All for one big job. On big day, in dress of red and freshly grown white beard, Nick quietly joined the Saka Cola ranks, heading for exec zone bearing deadly gift. Target was high profile, Militech hotshot, newly moved into penthouse in cushiest skyscraper. Security was steep, both at entrance and private residence. Nick, glorious man he was, walked in with big jolly smile, saying his ho ho ho, and patting huge body sculpted belly. In sack thrown over shoulder, sealed the lead-lined mini-fridge, quietly past security check. Knocking on penthouse door, Nick greeted surprised Corpo hotshot. Under suspicious eye of two porked-up bodyguards, he handed over Saka Cola sponsored wrapped gifts and delivered season's greetings. Knowing he had little time, Nick excused himself, heading for rooftop. Discarding empty sack, he pulled up coat, unfolding cyberware paraglider from within body. Did Vox mention Saint Nick took craft seriously? As darkness and snow fell, Jolly Bounty Hunter silently drifted through sky. Behind, skyline lit up as carefully hidden high-grade explosives packed into soda bottles went off, raising alarm all over Seoul. As fate would have it, Nick's descent was more rapid than he hoped. Fell winds abound at night, and Jolly Assassin find himself landing in an alleyway inside bounds of Corpo District. Were it not for this, he might well have made it. Nick quietly joined the ranks of Sakasantas, each visually an identical copy of himself, each brimming with holiday spirits. Checkpoints were set up as Corpo security swept through area. Suspicion was thrown on unfortunate clauses as footage was reviewed, and Nick and his jolly gift givers were rounded up. The guards were at a loss how to find their assassin in this group. Saka-Cola came with solution for this. They send over identification of Santas. A quick scan of eye pattern unveiled poor Nick. For this too, he was prepared. But not even Festival Flamethrower and Jolly Mantis Blades availed our solo as Maxtac descended, bringing Saint Nick tale to sad end. Vox's story, however, continues. Now, aside for my story, listener might wonder why Vox share all this. Maybe they ask, is this story even true, or just tall tale told by Soros, altered in each telling? Well, as it turns out, records can be checked. Saka-Cola campaign indeed happened, and so did explosion in Exec Zone on Christmas last year. However, key piece of information missing. Just so happens, Vox get his hand on missive sent by Saka-Cola to Corpo security at Exec Zone. That identification, remember? Not this or folio for each person. A single sheet of biometrics. Hold on. This army of Santas all identical clones of each other? If so, where are they rest of the year when not in employ by Saka-Cola? One would think a poser gang of old Jolly Red would be noticed in streets of Night City. Not to mention, these corporate drones acted pretty much identical if... No, not as if on script, mind you listener, but as if they were same person. Huh. Vox has theories. For years, rumors of experiments performed by Netrunners before fall of Arasaka Tower speak of marvelous technology, allowing the copying of person's soul to be put in artificial body. This never verified, but think on it, listener, think. Cheap bodies, artificially crafted in vats, then embedded with personality for this one day. Maybe, somewhere in city, warehouse full of sheep cryotanks suspend and sustain these Santas, awaiting their awakening on Christmas Eve. If true, what are these Santas? Are they human? Cyborg? Fully machine, but indistinguishable from the average person on street, to even closer scrutiny. Remember Saint Nick, listener. His unknowing sacrifice may have revealed deep secret that could change very foundation of society. And if not true, still pretty cool story, eh?